How is it going? I would like to welcome my guests, my father, Pastor Robert Moreland, and my fiance, Kendall Roundtree, to my podcast. And in this segment, we'll be talking on the effects of technology to a college student. So, first off, I want to start by asking a question. I'll start here. What positive things do you see that come out of technology for a college student?
The ability to take a class online is a big deal. So people that aren't local in the area could actually take a class and get all the information they need. And the development of AI, artificial intelligence, can help in the research part, can help you gather information. Downside of that is it could also write your paper for you.
Right.
So there's pluses and minuses to that, but that's just kind of a shortcut to, you having to go to the library and gather a bunch of information. It'll do that for you.
Exactly.
I would say if you don't understand something in a class, it gives you the ability to go back and search whatever you're needing to look for and maybe reteach yourself in a different way that you better understand than a way that a teacher might have taught it.
Yeah, for sure. So according to hubvila.com, it says that there are a lot of positive and negative things that come out of technology for college students. And it just was mainly speaking on how it can enhance the learning process. So it could mainly just help students be able to learn in a new, better, in a different environment. So now, I'll start here this time. What are some negative things that you see from technology for a college student?
Technology is definitely a distraction for a lot of college students. Well, anybody really. It can really distract you from doing your work or anything that needs to be done. So I could say that's a big negative.
Same question for you.
Yeah, I have to agree. With technology and the use of the cell phone for just about everything. When I was in college, it wasn't that way. You just didn't have a cell phone for every class. The distraction just wasn't there. So you were able to focus more. You were able to listen to the lectures better. So now it's just so much other things that are trying to get your attention, and it stems from the use of cell phones, really. Yeah, and social media.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So according to MobyClib.com, which is a blog, it states that having technology as a college student could lack an attention span. It could destroy some creativity, and it could have some delays in communication and language development, and just social skills as well. So I completely agree with that. When you're too into your phone or technology, you don't have time to go out and meet new people, spend time with people, communicate, and make those simple bonds. So I 100% agree with that blog. So I have another question. I'll start with you over here. How can college students minimize the negatives that come with technology?
Well, I think that's knowing yourself. If you know you're distracted, bringing your phone into class, leave it.
Right.
Don't take it.
For sure.
So you got to know your limitations and know what things that may distract you. You know what I'm saying? I'm growing up, I learned. First off, I couldn't see the board, so I started moving up from the back of the class to the front of the class because I couldn't see the board. And then I realized, I learned a whole lot more in front of the class because I had less distractions. Mm-hmm. So, that kind of happened on accident. But I think people should look at that and go, you know what? If we're paying or if I'm paying for college, I need to get the most out of it. And right. Getting the most out of it is getting your education, is getting most information that you can. And to do that, it's just like going to a concert, right? If you go to a concert, would you rather be on the front row or way right. in the back?
Exactly.
Right? To get the most out of that concert, to enjoy it more, to take in more, you want to be on the front. So that means less distraction so you can enjoy what you paid for. Exactly. So it's the same thing with school.
Exactly. Okay, so I have a different question for you.
Okay.
So according to GetRocketBook.com, which is a news website, they stated that 41.4% of college students struggle to manage their time with technology and academic work. So how do you think they could manage their time better? Because I know you're talking about self-control earlier, so
Yes.
What do you think?
To manage time better, I think that, like you were saying, just have self-control with knowing your know when to stop so that you can better complete all the tasks that you need to get done. It's really just being self-aware, like he was saying, to be able to succeed.
Exactly. Great. So now I'll ask you the very last question. So according to UA Grantham EDU, it states that more than half of college students, which is 51.9% of college students, feel lonely even though they're active online. What could you give some advice to how they can not feel lonely while using this technology?
They're lonely because it's artificial. Like on social media, it says, "Oh, I've got 15,000 friends." Right. Do you really? Exactly. Do they really know you? Right? Do you know them? No. Right? So it's artificial. So really, the best thing to do is to get out. And I know COVID did some things, right? For sure. It made people think that they could stay at home and get the same fulfillment at home as they would if they went out. Right. And that's just typically not how things work, right? We're motivated by being around other people. Right. So like going to the gym, right? It's easier to actually go to the gym and work out than to try to do it at home because there's a discipline element to it. But being around people that are actually in the same frame of mind, working hard, doing it, that makes you want to do it. Exactly. Right? So you sort of build that sort of connection with people. Right. And you tend not to feel that way as you're at home looking at a screen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Great point. Well, thank you for joining me. Thank you. The podcast.